yet. Joe 3, I got us. They need me like a good kidney, and I ain't stopping for shit, cause I got J Street with me. The heat with me, I D-Wade these niggas. They can't stop me in the paint, LeBron James these niggas. Now that's a free throw. Veto sipping Clico. Put the barrel in your mouth and make you niggas deep throat. Turn you boys to bitches, now you a freak hoe. I make this shit look easy, you niggas looking bad. I see you haters mugging with your looking at.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Connie Lil Ray with the Music Connectz magazine. I'm sitting next to one of ATL's hottest new rappers on the scene.
Rings and things. I gotta promote it, you know what I mean? The hottest things in the street right now. If y'all ain't got y'all one, y'all need to go get y'all one.
I'm sitting next to one of ATL's hottest new rappers on the scene, Fly Guy Veto. What's up with you, Veto?
I'm coolin', man. You know, I'm blessed. You know, just chilling. You know what I mean? Living life. You know.
Alright, so for the people who don't know, who is Fly Guy Veto and how did you get started in the music?
Who is Fly Guy Veto?
You tell me.
I'm just playing. Nah, I'm a business, you know what I mean? I'm a person that has a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of dreams, you know what I mean? I just want to fulfill them, so I'm doing it within my music. You know what I mean? I'm trying to set an image, you know what I mean? Give y'all a visual image, but through my lyrics, you know what I mean? It's the stuff I speak about, you know what I mean? So, you know, self-explanatory. You listen to my music, you'll find out, like, a lot of stuff that's going on in my life. You'll hear life situations, you'll hear, you know what I mean, stuff like the things that I'm dreaming about, you hear everything in my music. So that's who Fly Guy Veto is, you know what I mean? And I'm a business, you know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? I'm a label, everything, you know what I mean? I do everything hands-on, you know what I mean? Rings and things. I need to get y'all this.
Alright, so since you started in this industry, what has been your greatest challenge?
Greatest challenge is actually, like, you know, let's see, like, holding on to that set crowd, you know what I mean? Because the music changes, like, within the season, and every season music changes, you know what I mean? With springtime, you might get you this sound. Wintertime, you might get you this sound. So it's basically just holding on to that set crowd that, you know, appreciates your music for what it is, you know what I mean? So that's basically the hardest challenge. But, you know, as I say, you know what I mean, to everybody else, you know, within every song I do, you know, it's somebody that's gonna like it. You feel what I'm saying? Not everybody might not like this song, but you know, that's why I do so much stuff and shoot so many videos, just so I can just, you know, keep that out there. So for the people who do like my music, that already know my name. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do, just hold on to that crowd. You know what I mean? Because I'm getting older, and they getting older, so they might not want to hear the stuff I was making when I was 18. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Alright, so I know in the beginning of your career, you got the chance to work with some very established people. Who are those people and how did you get that chance?
I care not to talk about them. I'm just playing, nah. Shouts out to Young LA, Young Buck, some of everybody, like local artists who I work with, HCK, everybody who had a buzz, like, you know what I mean? I got to work with them just by networking, just being around, like, you know what I mean? Just being in the in crowd, you know what I mean? I'm an outcast going into the in crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a new face in Atlanta anyway. I moved here when I was 13, so, you know, I just jumped into the rap industry like when I was like 17, I mean, going out of high school. So I just started hitting these clubs a lot, like the markets where I knew that, you know what I mean, folks were doing a lot of showcases and stuff like that. I started doing that, and then I got to meet a lot of people who was on the rise and who was on the come up. So they was young just like me at the same time. So, you know, we just, you know, you can really feed off somebody's energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met you, you know what I mean? You got a good energy, you know what I mean? You vibe just like that. Like, real recognize real. So, majority of the time, it just be some stuff like that, you know what I mean? Just like, what's up? On the humbug, what's going on? Not knowing who he is, but get to talking and be like, oh, yeah, I do music. Oh, you do? Yeah, I do music too. Matter of fact, I just came from the studio, you know what I mean? So, it be stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Alright, so I know you've been grinding, getting your little name for yourself and getting good feedback. What do you feel?
Rings and things. One more time. Got to keep on putting that in the interview, man. Rings and things. The hottest accessories in the streets.
What do you feel distinguishes you from other local rappers in Atlanta?
My character and the person I am. Like, at the end of the day, I say like this, like, no matter how successful you become, you gotta stay who you are. You're just well-rounded and humble. Like, you know what I mean? I try to give back to people, even though I ain't got much to give. You know what I mean? I still work 9 to 5, little do folks know. You feel me? But whatever I have to give, and you know what I mean? If I can teach somebody something, you know what I mean? I try to do that. But a lot of people, you ain't gonna get some people like me out here. You know what I mean? They get one song on the radio, then they a whole different person. You know what I mean? You might call their phone. I got my number changed. I'm about to get my number changed. Too many people calling me. You know what I mean? I had the same number for 4 years. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know, that's what I just say.
Well, what advice can you give to local rappers trying to get where you're at right now?
Don't let nobody tell you can't do nothing at the end of the day, you know what I mean? That's simple thing I can tell you, just be yourself, cause like Jay-Z said, I was watching an interview with Jay-Z said, if you try to clone something, it's never, you just a duplicate, you feel me? You just a duplicate. You know what I mean? If you try to mock somebody's sound or mock the way they, you know what I mean, the way they rock or the way they act, you know what I mean, you just a duplicate. You never gonna go nowhere. You know what I mean? Being yourself and setting a trend, you know what I mean, can take you further than following a trend that's gonna play out sooner or later. Every trend plays out. You know what I'm saying? So I say, like, you know, set the trends. You know what I mean? When you think that trend finna be over, do something different. Go off the wall. Look at Andre 3000. You know what I mean? Folks used to think Holmes was, you know what I mean, gay because of the way he dressed. But nah, he just had that universal, unique, you know what I mean, style. You know what I mean? That set him apart of everybody who was in. You know what I mean? What is it, Goody Mob or whatever that junk was? I think it was Goody Mob and Outkast, when all of them was together. You know what I mean? So that's why he took off. The rest of them, where they at? Well, they still doing their thing. I don't want to talk about nobody on camera, but CeeLo, you know what I mean? Folks like that, you know, they doing their thing because of they unique styles and who they are, you know what I mean? They set trends, you feel me?
Okay. So what do you feel the difference is between Fly Got Veto back then and Fly Got Veto now?
I mean, I'm older. Like, at the end of the day, you, like, sometimes you just, you know what I mean, you don't want to do the same stuff you were doing when you were 16. Like, I was just having a conversation with my brother in the car. I was like, you know what I mean, because he, you know, I don't even put his business out there. He used to be on that hot stuff, you know what I mean, beating niggas up and all, I mean, curse, beating people up and all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? But you get older and sometimes you start to appreciate life for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm appreciating life now. Back then, I didn't care. You know what I mean? I just wanted to go out, you know, get some drinks. You know what I mean? Meet new girls. I wasn't really like focused. Like, you know what I mean? If I was focused back then, like I was now, I would have been done blue. You know what I mean? But you know, time changes people, and it, you know, makes you realize, you know, what you got, you know what I mean, what you got in life, or what you have in life, you feel me? So that's all I can say really about that.
Okay, so I know we all have that person in our lives that motivates us even when we have a little outs or down. Who's that motivator in your life that gives you that push?
God. You feel me?
Anybody after that?
That's all we're gonna talk about for like right now, you know what I mean? God, you know what I mean? The reason why I say that is, you know what I mean, that's your best friend, I mean, God is just a higher power, you know what I mean? You can holler at God for anything, you know what I mean? Not saying that, all your wishes don't come as you want them, you know what I mean? You can talk to them about down there anything, you know what I mean? Like, God, it can be your best friend, be your wife, could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever you want God to be, you know what I mean? God can, you know what I mean, fulfill that empty spot you have in yourself, you feel what I'm saying? So, I say, you know, that's what keeps me going on and on and on and on. Just knowing that I got a higher power watching over me and just saying, alright, do this, do it like this, alright, you didn't do that too good, so do it like this, you know what I mean? Go on over here and do this, meet this new person over here, go talk to him, you know what I mean? Like, forget a manager, that's my manager, you know what I mean? He tell me what to do, you feel me? So, you know, that's my manager, you know, I cut him a check, you know what I mean? You know, you know, so, it is what it is, you know?
Alright, so who are some of the artists you want to work with, local, either big, who you want to work with in the future?
I want, before we go into that, shout out to Lil Boosie, man. I've been listening to Lil Boosie since I was 13, and I hate the fact that he's going through the situation he's going through, you know what I mean? But if he was out, I want to work with Boosie. Anybody from his camp. Lil Rue, he's an artist from South Carolina. A lot of people be sleeping on Rue, or dislike Lil Rue. Because like I was saying earlier, you know, you might get that type of status and change who you are, but you can't take that man's creativity away from him. You know what I mean? You can't take his unique sound away from him. So I want to work with Lil Rue. A few other cats in Atlanta. Jock. I want to work with Jock. I mean, a lot of folks don't really like Jock like that, but at the end of the day, I don't want to say I knew him, but my homeboy who's currently incarcerated, you know, let me meet Jock. Jock is really like his cousin. So the vibe I got from Jock when I first met him was on some little brother type stuff. He called me his little brother. Come to the studio. I didn't know him for 30 minutes. I met him for 10 minutes. The first words he said, "You got swag. Come to the studio." Just like that. You got swag. Come to the studio. You know what I mean? So I went to the studio and he just here you go, popcorn, whatever you want. Go on over there and get you something to drink. Just he a regular person, you know what I mean? And I can vibe with somebody like that. So if y'all say he fell off or whatever y'all say, you know what I mean? Like T.I. said, when somebody push you down, you can get back up. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I want to work with y'all. Like I said, Tip. You know what I mean? We just heard Dro's new record in the car. I like to work with Dro. So local, I'm gonna talk about some local artists that I see doing their thing in Atlanta. Basically the local crowd, I'm already like in that crowd, like working with everybody, and the rest of the local artists are snobs. Like they act like they just, you know what I mean, they made it. Y'all done made it. If y'all just cause y'all made it outside 285, that don't mean y'all made it. You just cause you in Augusta, you know what I mean, that don't mean you made it. That don't mean you made it, you in Macon. You know what I mean? That's why when you get on the radio, you gotta stay who you are, cause that humbleness is gonna take you further than just thinking you got a check. You know what I mean? These folks don't have a check. What is $20,000? If they even making that. A lot of these folks still doing free shows just like me. So I mean, you can't flex on the next man grind because you think you're in a better position. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, a lot of these local artists do that, but you know, I'm trying to bring unity back in Atlanta too. You know what I mean? That's why if I reach out to you and you do a song with me, you know what I mean? Of course I'm gonna push it, and if I reached out to you, that means I listen to your music. You know what I mean? Or I'm trying to get to know you as a person as well. You feel what I'm saying? But if you don't reach back at me, everybody got their day. You know, everybody got their day. So it's gonna be a situation you might holler at me for some junk. So you ain't supposed to burn down bridges. You feel what I'm saying? So just, you know, for local artist HCK, I'm working with them already. We doing a mixtape right now. Who else? They got in Atlanta.
Baby Boy, you sure?
Yeah, Baby Boy, cool. I already worked with Young LA. Who else? Just you know, anybody who works, and I'll work with you. You know what I mean?
Alright, so if you don't know, Fly Got Veto's mixtape Ink Poison dropped December 10th.
December 10th, 2010. You know what I mean? Still pushing that, you know. Still pushing it.
If you haven't already, you need to go download it from datpiff.com.
Datpiff.com. Datpiff.com.
Or you can download it from Music Connectz magazine website.
Music Connect magazine website, whatever she said. You know, it was too fast. I can't repeat that one like that.
All right, so tell us about the mixtape. What inspired it? Who's featured? Anything we need to know?
We have 3 features on the whole thing. I think 3 or 4 features on the whole thing. We got Montana the Mac, which wasn't a feature. Like directly, I didn't get at him through it, but it was a song that my homeboy already had already. He wanted me to throw a verse on there, so we got Montana the Mac on there. We got Johnny C on there, so that's 2. Pretty Boy Fresh, and we got Lil Marco from the Getaway Boys. He's doing his solo thing, so we got him on there as well. But the tape came about. You know, I've been writing for a long time. You know what I mean? And I finally just built up the you know what I mean, the confidence to put out an actual tape. Like I was telling y'all before we started the interview. Like, I never had, like, actual singles that just went super duper far, you know what I mean? So, what I've been doing for the past 2-3 years was jumping on everybody's song, you know what I mean? I'll be featured on your song, and they'll get, like, 50,000 views on YouTube. So, hey, your 50,000 fans now heard me. So, now, that same 50,000 fans who like my verse off your stuff is going to hear my song as soon as, you know what I mean, as soon as I, you know what I mean, blow it up or whatever, put it out. You know what I mean? So, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of songs with people, and you know, just writing a lot of life situations. I write that down. But like my brother, I had a conversation with my brother from New Orleans yesterday, because that's where we, you know, originally came from. You know, I was born in New Orleans, but I was talking to him yesterday. He wanted me to do some more commercial stuff, because he'd be like, the stuff that I talk about is like too deep, or it'd be like, it just might be like relating to something that I'm going through. I need to relate more to what everybody's going through, because at the end of the day, we all in a recession. You know, you got homeless people on the streets, you got little kids who, you know what I mean, who don't have fathers, you know what I mean, I should do more songs like that, you know what I mean, you know, that can just, you know, bring everybody together, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying I'm a change of who I am, but, you know, I just got to do more songs like that, but, and cater to the women, you know, got to cater to the women a lot more, and I see my career taking off pretty good. But mixtape came about. I just been writing for long, you know what I mean, doing these songs, and I was ready to put out a tape. So I was like, let's just go ahead and put out a tape. I called it Ink Poison because I write so much on this damn paper with a pen, I might poke my finger or something, and I got ink for it. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I named it that. I mean, nothing special about it. But you know, I go download that on thatfilth.com. It's soon to be on Live Mixtapes. That's another big website that's going on in Atlanta. So Live Mixtapes.
All right. So what's next for Fly Guy Veto?
I'm gonna turn myself into a business. You know, it's one way to promote just Fly Guy Veto, you know what I mean? Now I want to promote Fly Guy Veto as a brand. Like anything I do, I don't care if it's regarding to music or not. You know what I mean? If I'm feeding the hungry, I want y'all to put Fly Guy Veto on y'all, you know what I mean, on y'all flyer or whatever y'all do, on y'all banister, whatever you go. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just turn Fly Guy Veto into a brand name, a household name. You know what I mean? So I want to do other things besides music too when my career takes all the way off. Like I want to kind of act too. You know what I mean? I want to do some acting. I can see myself in a Tyler Perry movie. I can see I can see myself in these movies about black people, you know what I mean, and the struggle and stuff like. Just don't give me no bad role, you know what I mean. I don't want to be, you know what I mean. I don't want to be the rapist in the movie. I don't want to be none of those type of, you know what I mean. Don't give me no bad role, but I want to do the acting thing. Like we was talking about earlier, me and a few of my friends, we're gonna create this like business where we try to donate things to the homeless, like put together like something. Every Sunday we're gonna get like sweaters and much stuff that people can donate, and we're gonna like go out, you know what I mean, and just homeless people on the streets, you're gonna get a gift, you know what I mean. We're gonna film it. We're not trying to broadcast it, but at the end of the day we want to show these folks that it's more than just music. We want to just, you know what I mean, we want to do something with the community too, you feel me? So I mean, you're looking at a business right here, you know what I mean. Like I said, I got my manager up there, and you know, we're gonna see what we can do with it, you know what I mean.
Alright, so how can people get in contact with you for shows, anything they need to know about Fly Guy Veto?
Call my manager. I'm just playing. Nah, but you can hit me up on Twitter, but sometimes my Twitter be messing up. I think somebody trying to hack my page or something like that. But if you want to get at me, you can shoot me an email. It's veto@gmail.com. That's ITZVETO@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook. I'm on Facebook all the time. But nah, like I said, I'm on Facebook like constantly. I mean, Facebook, that's how you interact with people. You know what I mean? Like Twitter, some of them people on Twitter don't even be real sometimes. Like they just, you can create a fake page anywhere, but I'm saying like I interact with a lot of people my age and like older on Twitter. Like I mean on Facebook. You can holler at family members in New Orleans, family members in New Jersey, wherever. You know what I mean, on Facebook. I like to do that on Facebook, but I update statuses like every 5 minutes, so I'm always on there. You know what I mean? If I'm not on there, one of my friends gonna be on there. You know what I mean? So they can get at me. So you can just hit me up, or you can call this number right here, 404-925-0319. That's my personal number. You know what I mean? I give it out on some Mike Jones type stuff. You know what I mean? But if the stalkers call me, oh well, I mean it is what it is. Place of business, you know, phone of business. You know, but.
Well, I appreciate you doing this interview.
Rings and thing, one more time. Look, I'm put it up. Like, this is the nicest bracelet I ever had in my life. It's like made of magnets. It rings and things, you know what I mean? Like, I can sell anything. I can sell water to a fish. You feel me? So y'all need to go online or wherever y'all can get this at on Rings and Things. Y'all gonna see me with a lot of more accessories on, you know what I mean? So there it is. Fly Guy Veto stamped it. Y'all need to forget it.
Music Connect just connects you with Fly Guy Veto.
Connectz and Veto when you drop. I tell them pump your brakes, I got a stack up on my walk. Don't worry, I'm coming, keep waiting, be patient, don't worry.